Hey guys, welcome back. It is time for the reaction video, and today we will be checking out the most expensive street in the United States. I think I've heard about this, and I think it's in Florida, but I'm not certain. It looks like it would be in Florida just based off this photo I'm seeing so far at the beginning of the video. So I'm curious to see how expensive this street is and if they mention who may be living in any of these houses. If you are new here, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it.
Indian Creek Island is one of the smallest and richest neighborhoods in all of the U.S. Located in Miami and made up of just one street, the island is home to more than $700 million worth of luxury homes.
Wow, that's what I mean, damn near $1 billion on one street. That's crazy. Doesn't surprise me though, Miami.
With only 41 plots of land spread out over 300 acres, a sprawling golf course and blue crystal water become the front and backyards of the island's wealthy residents.
It's making me want to go to Miami. I've been looking at cruises lately online. I'm desperate to go take a cruise, but now seeing this, even a trip to Miami would be nice. Go visit some of my family over there.
There's only one way to get on the island, and there's a police force patrolling 24/7, which means that Indian Creek is also incredibly private. But we're taking you where very few have gone before. Here's a closer look at the paradise known as Billionaire Bunker. Indian Creek Island is located about an hour's drive northeast of Miami, Florida in Biscayne Bay.
Okay, so it's northeast of Miami. I was thinking it was going to be further south, you know, like right at the edge of it before you get down to heading to the Keys, but it's more north. And I saw a minute ago, they had it looked like a couch area sunk in the middle of the pool. This one looks like that's probably a swim-up bar. Maybe that's another swim-up bar. These are really cool pools. Just the pools alone probably cost more than some of the houses around here.
Massive mansions with private docks line three shores of the island, while a sprawling golf course occupies its center. It's impossible to miss the island and its prominent waterfront homes if you're driving on one of the opposing shores, but it's almost impossible to get any closer and explore the island's luxury yourself. Wow. That's because the super private island has just one street that cuts through it, and it's one of the most private and most expensive streets in the United States. Indian Creek Island Road is connected to a bridge that's manned 24/7 by the island's private police force. This road will take you around all...
Can you imagine? You live in a place that's only got one street of houses, and you have your own police force, your own private police force for 42 plots or land. That tells you how much money they got to spend. They can hire their own police force to secure their island.
All the multi-million-dollar homes and along the island's perfectly manicured golf course, but only the people who live on the island, their guests, and country club members are ever allowed access. That's how private this island really is. With an average home price of $20 million, the island's current 36 homes are worth at least $720 million altogether. That's a lot of wealthy real estate for a small 300-acre island.
Is this where Bezos bought some of his property, I wonder? And then I think also one of the NFL players I feel like has a house around here. Because I have seen something about houses that they bought near each other.
Of course, the residents who can't afford these homes pay top price to make sure there are no strangers wandering their property. That's why it's become known as Billionaire Bunker. Unless you've got the money to either own a home there or buy a country club membership, there's no way you're getting on this island. The island has a very small population of only 86 people. There is room for some growth, however. There are currently
full police force for 86 people. I'm not hating. It's just what kind of money these people must have to live in these places. And that's a beautiful house right here. And the palm trees. Man, I love Miami. I love Miami.
Currently 36 homes, but there are enough lots for 41. But after those lots are bought, there are no plans to artificially make the island any bigger, and it's only going to become even more exclusive once all the homes are built and sold. Some of the famous and wealthy people who live here include Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen, who paid...
That's who I was thinking of, was Tom Brady.
Sold. Some of the famous and wealthy people who live here include Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen, who paid $17 million for a mansion they're planning to completely demolish to turn into a more eco-friendly home.
$17 million just to demolish it and build a new house. So they paid 17 million basically, essentially for the lot, and they're just gonna build a new home from scratch. It's crazy.
Billionaire investor Carl Icahn lives here, as well as supermodel Adriana Lima, and recently Ivanka Trump and
Adriana Lima, I didn't know her career was. I mean, I know she's successful, but I didn't know she was successful enough to live in this type of area.
Icahn lives here, as well as supermodel Adriana Lima, and recently Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner bought an empty lot on the island for $32 million. You paid $32 million.
So Brady bought a lot for 17 million, a house for 17 million to tear it down. They paid 32 million just for the lot. 32 million with no property on. I mean, no structures on it.
For nothing. The property has 200 feet of private waterfront and comes with a reported tax bill of more than $472,000 per year.
Wow.
In charge of keeping the island and its residents safe is Indian Creek Village's private 13-person police force. We mentioned that they're constantly manning the gatehouse to keep people from crossing the bridge, but the island also goes as far as to employ a 24/7 armed marine patrol.
Okay, so it's not only that they're just employing these officers, but now they've also got boats and police vehicles. I imagine they have like a little jail or police headquarters of some sort. It's crazy. And that's just for this. I mean, I don't even talk about the golf course.
That monitors the waters surrounding the island to make sure no intruders come by boat. But there are plenty of reasons to live here that don't all involve the super thorough security. For one,
actually, now I think about it, to be fair, I bet you a lot of the funds that come in from the golf resort also cover the overhead for those things. But still, like, that's still a lot of staff to cover between 86 people that live there and then the golf resort.
One, lot sizes are a minimum of 1.25 acres, so any home here is guaranteed to offer tons of space. There's also nothing obstructing views of the water since the homes are all waterfront. It's a quick drive to the mainland, but the private road also means barely any traffic.
That one right there looks like the White House or something, like a miniature version of the White House.
And finally, all these billionaires and millionaires get to live amongst their peers, so there's no one walking around gawking at how much money they have. A problem that I'll never have in my neighborhood. As for the homes, most were custom built to their owners' high standards. Are you excited to see what they really look like on the inside? Then let's explore some of the most expensive mansions on the island and see if Billionaire Bunker really lives up to its name. First of all, homes on Indian Creek Island are very rarely listed for sale, which makes sense since there are so few of them. But even when they do sell, they often aren't officially listed.
Look at that, it's so pretty, man. This whole...
Makes sense since there are so few of them. But even when they do sell, they often...
That looks like you're at a resort, not a house. It's crazy.
Aren't officially listed. As you can imagine, most of the wealthy people who live here have the money to buy in cash before sales even become public. But the homes that are for sale always have sky-high prices and look like this. This is a $24.9 million mansion with 6 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, and it's just a peek of the type of luxury people on Indian...
What's the square footage though? 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, but how much square foot do you get for 24.9 million?
Creek Island live in every single day. The home welcomes you with an opulent double staircase and comes with things like manicured gardens, reflecting pools, and 26 feet high domed ceilings.
Look at that ceiling and the staircase. Looks like you're inside the Taj Mahal or something. And I don't know anything about Taj Mahal, but I'm just saying from the shape of the roof. Crazy.
The master bedroom is pretty epic and has 2 ensuite bathrooms, plus a
wow, that bathroom alone. Look how big that is. That bathroom's bigger than 2 or 3 bedrooms in a regular house. I say 2 or 3 because it looks like there's a closet back on each side. So this is like one room, that closet's another room, and then that closet back there is another bedroom. And this is just the primary bath.
walk-in closet, and as expected, there is a pool and a private dock. This $27.9 million mansion is also on the market, or you could rent it for $100,000 a month on a one-year lease. It has a pretty luxe-looking entrance lined with palm trees, and inside there are 4 bedrooms and 4.5 baths. There's lots of windows and spacious rooms, but the backyard is the real gem on this property. It has a huge pool with a jacuzzi, lots of trees and hedges for privacy, and a dock that's advertised as big enough for a small yacht. Here's a look inside another home that ended up selling for $17 million. It's a Spanish-style villa with an absolutely huge resort-style pool with a sunk-in seating area and jacuzzi.
Now, is this the one that Brady bought and he's going to tear down? Because this looks like a pretty nice house.
Inside, there's tons of personality and features like a formal dining room, a cozier dining room overlooking the backyard, and
not too fond of those chairs there. And
personality and features like a formal dining room, a cozier dining
what's this print here? What's this? That looks really dated.
room overlooking the backyard, and upstairs there's a balcony with a perfect view of the pool and surrounding bay. Oh, and there's another yacht-appropriate dock right down by the water. But none of these homes are the most expensive that has ever been sold on the island. That title goes to this $50 million.
This one's way more modern. I kind of like the style of the Spanish-style homes and the stucco homes better than this. I like modern homes. I really like them a lot, in fact. But this one just doesn't fit in here as nicely as some of the other ones. But all those windows along the back, I imagine it's got beautiful views from the inside of the property. So maybe that's what they were maximizing, as the view.
Dollar glass mansion. It broke property records in Miami by being the most expensive single-family home ever sold there. It's actually the second time this massive...
It's like an indoor-outdoor. I wonder if this is completely open, or does this close off? Because I see doors here. Maybe this is just like a breezeway where it's covered, but it's not actually enclosed.
Mansion broke the record. It broke it first back in 2012 when it sold for $47 million. The mansion offers 20,000 square feet of space and comes with a 100-foot pool, an outdoor cabana, as well as a spa, 6 wet bars, and a jacuzzi.
Okay, I take back what I said about the style, because that right there is really cool, this waterfall. And I think that might be the spot that I saw going from this direction, like over here. But
foot pool, an outdoor cabana.
Not that.
Cabana, as well as a spa, 6 wet bars.
Look at that. That looks like you're at like a small private hotel or something in a resort. You know, maybe a hotel that only has like, 10 rooms or something like that. Like an upscale one. That's beautiful.
And a jacuzzi. While the epic houses and waterfront location is definitely what first attracts the wealthy to this exclusive island, the island's country club helps sweeten the deal. The golf course in the center of the island is impossible to miss. It belongs to the Indian Creek Country Club, which consists of a main clubhouse, private dock, and event facilities. The country club was founded in 1928 as a hotspot for aspiring golf professionals thanks to its unique location and unbeatable views.
I'm sure that's probably an amazing golf course if you golf. I don't really golf, so I wouldn't really care about this. I mean, like if I lived there, maybe I would go check it out because I live there. But I probably wouldn't really get much use out of a golf course myself. I'm sure some people who love golf would probably love the opportunity to be able to play at this course, though.
It was designed by architect Maurice Faudio in 1929, while the actual village was only established in 1939. So technically, the golf course called this island home first.
Wow, so this has been around since 1939. I wonder who owns like the whole island, because they said that there's 41, 42 lots or whatever, and then once they're all officially sold, that they won't make the island any bigger or develop it any further. So who owns the island and the golf resort, or does the golf resort own it? And is it owned independently, or is it like a publicly traded company? Or I wonder some of that stuff, like who's the guy that has the whole island and just sitting on this.
Residential development on the island continued through the 50s and 60s, though very few of the homes on the island today date back to that time period. Tom Brady isn't the only one who had the idea to completely demolish a mansion on the island and start fresh. Many of the homes have been heavily renovated to suit their owners' needs, but the country club has remained pretty consistent through the years. To join the club, candidates need a recommendation from at least one current member, and it must be approved by at least 75% of the 15-man board of directors. The initiation charge is a whopping $150,000 plus $10,000 in annual dues.
$150,000 and then $10,000 annually just to play golf. That's why they say golf's a rich man's sport.
If you live on the island, that's not enough to automatically become a member. Many members...
Okay, so that goes back to earlier I said too, if I live there I might take advantage of the golf course. You don't even have access if you live there without ponying up that $150 and then to $10K a year.
Come from off the island, and only 10 or so of the island's residents are estimated to also belong to the country club. The club has 18 holes in total and is known to host events like weddings and galas. The clubhouse includes a swimming pool, fitness center, massage and steam room, locker rooms, a bridge room, and a marina. And of course, you can only access them if you're a member or are with one, so you could get in trouble for wandering around the course even if you already own a mansion in Indian Creek. This island is so exclusive that even its own rich residents don't have automatic access to a golf course only meters away from their homes. But let's not feel too bad for them. We're sure they have plenty of other things to enjoy in this rich person's paradise. We mentioned him briefly, but the richest person currently to live on Indian Creek Island is Carl Icahn, who has a net worth of $16.3 billion thanks to his success with the stock market. What other expensive neighborhoods would you like us to explore?
All right, so I didn't see any mention of Bezos. So if anybody happens to know, is this the same place that Jeff Bezos bought a house? In fact, I thought he had bought two houses that he was going to combine or something like that, the lots. But I guess maybe it wasn't here, or maybe it's the timing of when this video was made. Man, those were some amazing, amazing homes. If you guys know of other videos like this one, and I see right here now, Hong Kong's Peak Neighborhood, maybe this YouTube channel has some other videos that are similar to this I can check out, but if you know of any videos that are similar to this one, whether in the US or somewhere else in the world of, top homes or something like that, comment below, let me know so I can go add those videos to my list to react to. If you want to see more from that YouTube channel, you can get the link from the video in the description below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.